What we're going to do now is start at Apollo 11 and then measure in kilometres all of the landing sites, excluding of course the aborted Apollo 13, which was a publicity stunt to get people interested in a disaster in space. The distance to Apollo 12 is 1426.45 kilometres. Now we're going to go to Apollo 14. The distance is 181.62. Now we go to Apollo 15. Distance is 1093.64. Now we go to Apollo 16. The distance is 1118.09. Now we go to Apollo 17. The distance is 993.66. And we've placed the dome of the rock, longitude and latitude, on the surface of the moon. Just look at that for a moment. There it is in relationship to the moon itself, the centre of the moon. So we're going to go back to Apollo 17. Now go to the dome of the rock. The distance is 37109. Now we're going to now go to a PowerPoint presentation, and we'll start with number 1. This is a letter sent to the Australian Governor-General, Quentin Bryce. I should add at this point in time that all of the Houses of Parliament in Australia, half of the party has resigned in protest, and I have pointed out that they are trying to bring in the bullshit carbon tax to all nations. I've pointed out to the Parliament that there is no heating up of the Earth at all. It's all crap. So what we have then is the moon landing sites in kilometres reveals the dome of the rock. The word Apollo means Satan, the destroyer. It's in Revelation 9:11. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name is the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue had his name Apollon. The destroyer, Satan. The destroyer number in Hebrew is 7703, and that was the star directly above on the 25th of October 2003 at 6:37 8:36 p.m. when my nephew was shot dead in Melbourne. It is also the longitude of the Pentagon. So we're about to measure the distances. This is Apollo 11 to 12, 12 to 14, 14 to 15, 15 to 17, then the latitude and longitude of the dome of the rock placed on the moon, which we've done for you just a moment ago. And the numbers are 1426.45, 181.62, 1093.67, 993.66, totals 4813.55. That's Apollo 11 through to Apollo 17. Then we add the latitude and longitude of the dome of the rock, and the distance from Apollo 17 is 371.08 to total 518463. So the total number 4813 is Mary. As I said before, the position of the Pentagon in relationship to Apollo 11, the bearing in degrees is the word Mary, Magdalene. So the word is actually Magdalene, 3094. So in Hebrew we have the 4813 is Miriam or Mary. The number 5184.63 is 5184 Greek Turos of Hebrew origin 6865, a place in Tyre, which is the word rock. So we've gone from Apollo 11 through to 17 to the rock of the dome, and we have the word rock. From Apollo 17 to the dome of the rock, the moon on the moon is 37108. 3710 in Hebrew is rock. From Apollo 11 to the Pentagon on the moon's surface is a distance of 2962.66 kilometers, and to the Whitehouse is 2962, which is Greek dictionary God, Lord, Master, Sir. In other words, they are trying to elevate themselves by the moon's position going across the earth all the time. You think of Apollo 11. So you are thinking of they are elevating themselves above God. That is actually the Isaiah prophecy, that they will elevate themselves above God. This is why the morning star has been changed from the original Babylonian Sirius A, which rises above the sun in the sky. So we have Lucifer in the Bible, (1412). How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Thou art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations. So I'm cutting them down to the ground.